would like to share a swimming dragon movement with you. Here we go. Take a wide stance. Bend the knees slightly. Tailbone dropped. Hands at the heart center. Crown to the sky. Then lunge right. And you've got that left leg nice and straight. Nice and balanced. And then shift the hands over to the right. This arm right here is slightly bent. It's kind of straight but not straight, as they say in Qigong. And then look to the left, almost like the chin will kiss the shoulder. And there's your stance. Okay, we're going to bring that over to the other side. So to do that, we sink down, let the arms sweep down and up. And now you're over to the other side with that same positioning. All right, so you move to center and then to each side. We can quicken this a little bit. I wanted you to get the basic mechanics there. The breathing is to just breathe naturally. A lot of times, depending on what speed you want to go at with this one, the inhale, exhale with a particular part of the movement doesn't necessarily work. But this is going to be a gentle cardio. So be sure that you are breathing in, breathing out, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a synchronized breath with the movement. You can sink as low as you wish. That's going to make it more intense. The lower you go, the more intense the movement would be. If you don't want to, I'm going to modify it here. If you don't want to sink too much in the middle, then you don't have to. You can start out like this, and then as you get warmed up, you can sink when you're at center. Let your shoulders be nice and relaxed. Let that tailbone be dropped. No ducktail on this one. And then just look left and right. You're almost looking a little over the shoulder. And this one's very good for the cardiovascular system. We're going to do a second part of this, which then works the spine a little bit more, and that'll be good for the nervous system. So this is a really good movement. It's strengthening for the body as we're sinking and rising, pumping up that energy. There's other swimming dragon movements that I'll probably demonstrate those as well later down the line. So look for those if you're following my YouTube channel. Really keep that weight central in the hips. You don't want to be too far over on your knees. You are working the knees, but you don't want your weight to be too far over on your knees. Take care of those. You'll really begin to feel this in the quadriceps. You'll feel it in the lower back. If you even need to tuck the tailbone a little bit for that lower back, you can do that as well. Just tuck it ever so slightly. All right, now come to center. Sink into it. Get a little bit of a standing posture with this. Breathe in and out. Then rise a bit. And then begin to move like a snake. And it's going to look like my hands are moving, but they're not. It's almost like my hands are glued to my sternum. And just shift the weight and let that spine move side to side and from the tailbone all the way to the base of the skull. Let your shoulders kind of drive you here. Move those shoulders left and right. Now, begin to bring the hands up. Now, all you're doing is letting them kind of stay in the center. And it looks like they're moving because they're moving with your body. And just breathe naturally on this one also, but bring in the breath. Move up gradually, gradually. And then at center, stretch, breathe in, and then exhale. Down to the heart center. If you wanted to repeat this set, I would advise that maybe do a few heart to sky, heart to earth moves, and I'll demonstrate that. It's a good thing to do in between some sets. So you'll inhale as the arms float out and back, look up, exhale, hands back to heart center, sink, heart to earth. Heart to sky, breathing in, heart to earth, breathe out. Just reestablish some good breathing here. Heart to earth. This one pairs well with some swimming dragon sets. Or you can just do this at the end of your set to establish some good breathing as you end. One more. And hands to heart center. And we'll bring those feet back in. And just let it all settle. All right, I hope you enjoyed that swimming dragon move. We have some more to come in the coming weeks. Bye now.